When you're ordering your brand new Mustang GT for 2023, you start ticking off all the boxes. You go for the premium, you go for the performance package, obviously you pick your color, but then as you keep scrolling down, you come across a little bit of a weird thing that you're like, I wonder what this is. For $1,995, Ford gives you the option of putting on the California Special package onto your brand new Mustang, whether it's a GT or whatever. Now, obviously, California Special does not apply to the Shelby variant, so you can't order a GT500 California Special. That's not a thing. It's only on the regular Mustang. So, what is the California Special package? Well, it actually harkens back. It's sort of a tribute thing to the 60s Mustang, so the first generation Mustang. They had a California Special. I'll put a picture in here so you guys can see it. They had a California Special version of it. It was just a little bit of a sort of, I don't want to say tuned up, because it was just more of an appearance package on that Mustang, and that's sort of what it is here too, but we'll get into that. But yeah, it's sort of a harken back, a tribute to the 60s Mustang with their own little spin of it from Ford today. Now, in today's, you know, Mustang ordering procedure, if you click that box for $2,000, this is what you're going to end up getting. This right here is a 2019 Mustang GT with the California Special package. Now, up to 23, I'm not sure what the new generation is going to look like, but this is what your Mustang will look like. This specific one is painted Oxford white. Obviously, there's a slew of new colors that you could go for, my personal favorite being mischievous purple, but there's a bunch of other ones as well. Now let's go ahead and look over this, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what you get when you order a California Special Mustang GT. Let's go ahead and hop into it. Now, first things first, you're going to notice this immediately. It has a different grille. So as you guys know, on the regular Mustang GT, you have a more open grille in the front with these two slats that go here and there. This one, on the other hand, again, because it harkens back to that 60s Mustang, it's got a full black grille with sort of just like these little lines that go through it. So it's like an old school style grille back from the 60s, and you get that little classic Mustang pony logo. It's not the new, like the new Mustang logo. It's this classic one back from the 60s. The bottom part right here is also redesigned. It matches these sort of louvers up here, down there. Then coming around to the side, you guys can see the big stripe, the GTCS. I should mention, I don't know if I mentioned earlier, you cannot order an EcoBoost Mustang or a Shelby and get the California Special. It's specifically to the GT Mustang because of that, you know, throwback to the 60s, because back then you couldn't order an inline 6 Mustang with this California Special. It was the V8 only, as is today. Good on Ford for sticking with that. I'm glad they kind of stuck to true to their word when they said we're going to make a heritage version or like a throwback to an old model, because then they really did stick to the V8 only non-4 cylinder or even the Shelby Mustangs. But next big thing you're gonna notice is these wheels. These are specific to the California Special. These are 19-inch. They call them sort of, they're not carbon fiber, but Ford calls them carbon machined wheels, because they have that sort of, they're black, but some colors they also look a little bit gray, like carbon gray. So these are specific to the California Special. You can't get these unless you get this package, and they are pretty good looking wheels. I do like them. I'm a fan of the black and how it matches with the stripes and everything. And then of course we do have that machine look. Very good looking wheels. I think they're very smart, very sort of handsome, like gentleman-y style, very classy. But moving on to the side, another big thing you guys are going to notice is this sort of vent. I mean, it doesn't actually do anything, so it's a fake vent, if you guys want to call it that. But again, it's a throwback. The old California Specials all had vents there, so that's why Ford added it. But I think it looks cool, even though it is a fake vent. You could call it whatever you want, but it is a cool looking little addition, because it makes it look a little bit different than a standard white Mustang would. Now, coming around the rear, you guys are going to notice, of course, it says GT in the middle because it is a GT Mustang. And then the only change in the rear is this California Special badge in red. That's it. There's no actual change between this and a regular Mustang. You just get that California Special badge. But let's go ahead and move on to the interior, because that's where the other big changes are. So taking a look at the interior, first things first that you guys are going to notice are these seats. So of course this is a GT Premium, so you do get the nice interior, big screen and everything. And on this one, when you go for the California Special, you get specific seats. So these are black with this beautiful red stitching, which matches that California Special badge in the back. They are leather on the sides and on the bolsters, but in the middle there's this like microfiber suede material. Ford calls it, I think it's Mico or Myco. It's pretty cool. It is a definitely different kind of seat. I mean, I'm glad that they differentiated it than the regular Mustang, and it's cool that for $2,000 you get all these differences. Now, of course, the seats are also embroidered. I'm not sure if you guys can exactly see, but they do say GTCS, GT California Special. On the doors as well, you guys can notice that beautiful, awesome suede with that red stitching. It looks really good, very smart. Now, hopping in it, you do also get specific floor mats that say California Special on them with the red stitching. That's pretty cool. And then, of course, you do get that little badge over there that says Mustang California Special. The regular badges would typically say just Mustang. This one says Mustang California Special. Cool little difference. When you fire it up, I just kind of wanted to start it up, but there's no actual like anything really like performance changed over the cars. It's more of just an appearance package. But let's go ahead and move on to the under the hood, because there is one thing that's changed. Now, for the one thing that it is changed underneath the hood, of course, this is Ford's 5-liter Coyote V8. Awesome motor. Great powerhouse of an engine. It can make a lot of power even on stock internals, but we won't get into that. We're talking about the specific trim today. But the only thing you do get with the California Special package that's different than the regular Mustang is that strut bar, as you guys have already noticed. So you do get that strut bar that goes from obviously the struts, and in the middle it'll say GT California Special, and that's it. Nothing else. I mean, it's more of, you could call it an appearance package, because that's really what it is. You just get some slight appearances that'll throw it back to the 60s Mustang. The grille, the wheels, the stripes, those vents on the side, and then the interior looks pretty good too. But yeah, let me know down below, you guys. Let me know what you think about the California Special GT Mustang. Would you select this if you go when you're ordering your new Mustang? If not, let me know. Of course, it's not everybody's taste. A lot of people would be like, it's $2,000 just for some wheels and I guess an interior. I mean, that's, you know, again, to each is their own, your own opinion, of course. I like it. I think it's awesome because you don't see a lot of these on the road. I mean, you see a good amount of Mustangs, but you don't really see a lot of California Special ones. And I think it's an awesome little sort of Harken trim level that Ford gives you back to the 60s. But that's very cool. Let me know down below what you guys think about the California Special, and I'd love to hear from you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.